What is up, guys? I'm back here again with another one. Today, I'll be discussing why it's important to remember to always buy low and to sell high. All right, so you need to understand the market is always trying to make you place executions in the wrong places, all right? So they want you to place buy positions at high prices and sell positions at low prices, which is not the right way to trade, okay? So if we are to revisit our market structure, our downtrend in particular, you will find that because the market is trending down, we always want to be placing sell positions. These sell executions should be placed at premium prices, right? These premium prices are found at highs, okay? So when price moves away from a high point, we want to really sell when it comes back at that high point. Once again, when price moves away from a high point, we really want to sell when it comes close to that high point. This is a premium price. As a seller, you want to sell at a premium price. You want to sell high. There's no joy to be found in selling at low prices. But now you need to understand, the market is always trying to make you place sell positions at low prices. So you find for any amateur trader, this right here is a support level, right? Price bounced from this level, and so they see it as a support. Once that support breaks with an impulsive candle over here, they then press sell, okay? Because that's what they've been told, that once a support level breaks, you can enter, or worse, you should wait for the retest, right? So it will be support has broken, now it has turned into resistance. Then they press their sell positions over here. But that is completely wrong, because as a seller, you should always wait for premium prices to sell, okay? Similarly over here, this is a support, and then we have that false break of that support, and then price always finds its way into the premium range, okay? Now, looking at an uptrend example, it's the exact inverse. What we have is we want to be placing buy positions because the market is trending upwards, all right? So now what you find is that the best place to buy in an uptrend is obviously at a discount, okay? So you find that once this high has been taken out, we really want to find a discounted price so that we enter. But what the market is always trying to make you do is to buy at high prices. So any amateur trader sees this as a resistance level, and for them, a break of resistance is an entry signal, which is also completely wrong, all right? And even worse, they see this resistance breaking, and then they've been told that it has turned into support, then they place more buy positions here. And what they don't understand is that this is too much of a high price to buy. All right, so now let's just use common logic about what's actually going on over here, all right? So in this uptrend, you will find that some buy positions were obviously placed over here, correct? This is why the market moved up. So now, if you're going to trade with the logic that because resistance has broken, I should buy, what you're then saying is you're buying at a high price. Why? Compared to the price that someone else managed to purchase this instrument for, which is here, you're prepared to be ripped off and to buy at this high price. That does not make any sense. In fact, what happens is that the buyer has negotiation power to say, hey, my friend came and purchased this instrument 3 hours ago, yesterday, or whatever, 2 weeks ago at this price. Why should I buy at this exorbitant price? This is then what drives the market back into the discount range, and then we can place our executions where it makes sense. All right. You cannot be placing positions, buy positions at high prices like this, because it just does not make sense, even in everyday human life. Okay. So now we've looked at the downtrend and the uptrend, and let's look at a consolidation and find what we mean by buying low and selling high in a consolidation. So a consolidation is what we call a fair value area. It's an area where we have equal buyers and equal sellers in the market. So price is basically oscillating between support and resistance, just like that, okay? So in a consolidation, we find what we call a controlled price, okay? So the controlled price is in the middle. And then we also have what we call the excess prices. So the excess prices are found above resistance, okay? And also below support. So once again, what the textbook is trying to make you do is to sell once support has been broken in a consolidation, all right? And similarly, also to buy once resistance has been broken in a consolidation. But now, does it honestly make sense for the buying example, for the selling example, sorry, for you to place buy positions over here? It obviously does, and I'll explain to you why. So just using previous data, what you find is that any normal trader, let's use human psychology here, understands that in the past, the price of this instrument has been stuck at this price level, right? Over here, same price, over here, same price, and over here, same price. But if we get that break, what that means is that price has now become lower, right? So this is more like a bargain, a discount for anyone who's been eyeing to buy this instrument, all right? You guys know all know how sales operate. If you go to the mall and there's a sale, you find that the demand for that product skyrockets because there's someone who's been eyeing this instrument for a very long time, trying to make a buy purchase, right? But he doesn't want to buy at this high price. He's waiting for that discount or for that sale. And then guess what happens? He then makes a purchase, right? So now this is why we find so many false breakouts in the market. And what's happening over here is the retail trader sees the break of support and then he sells. Even worse, he's waiting here because he thinks support has turned into resistance. He pumps sell positions, then the market moves against him. And then on the sell side of things, at that resistance, what we do notice is that price, a product or a service has been getting offered or being sold for this price in the past. So at this price in the past, this price in the past, this price in the past. But now you can find a situation, because this is a market, right? You can find a situation whereby there's a willing buyer, someone who's willing to buy at this price. Now, any seller knowing that he could only sell this product for this price in the past, this stagnant price over here, would really want to offload as many products at this price because he understands that this is a high price. He's going to make a lot more money. So this is why when that's for retail traders, when that resistance breaks, they start buying, but then the market usually moves against them, okay? And worst of all, they buy the resistance and then they wait here thinking that the market has turned into support to add more buy positions, only to find that the market moves against them, okay? So these are common market behaviors that we see. And if we were to just switch over to the chart right here, it's really portrayed. You can see that we have this downtrend over here. And as I have mentioned, in a downtrend, we really just want to wait for price to come back to the premium so that we sell whatever instrument we'll be trading, right? So what you find is over here, this is a support level, right? And so what happens is when the retail trader sees that price has broken this support, they then start pumping sell positions, especially when they see this bearish candle that is very strong, okay? They pump sell positions, but what they're failing to understand is that they've sold at a low price, all right? As a seller, you always want to find a premium, okay? So a person who's a seasoned trader basically waits for price to return to the premium range so that they can find their sell executions, okay? So we can backtest this chart and you see that this behavior is portrayed all over, okay? More so, all people see really is this support over here, for instance, being broken, okay? Right, it is broken with such a convincing candle, right? Look at that break, that is considered a strong break. Have you seen the level of inducement in these levels, all right? So you can see how inducing this is. Anyone who is basically an amateur would be induced. They think that they're being left behind and then they sell this market, but the move against them is also equally impulsive because it's very deliberate. The reason why these breaks of structures on these low prices are this impulsive is so that psychologically, you feel left behind and you place the sell trade and then the market moves against you because you're not doing what you're meant to be doing. You're meant to be selling at high prices in an uptrend, okay? Sorry, in a downtrend, right? And then over here, quickly, we can just clearly spot a pattern over here. This was a high over here, right? And then we had a higher high. Similarly, I then don't say to myself, this resistance has been broken. As you can see, this is a clear resistance for an amateur trader, right? Resistance broken, they would be wanting to sell, they'll be wanting to buy this market, okay? But a seasoned trader understands that, look, that is not a discounted price for me to buy. I'd rather wait at the lows for me to make an execution, okay? So that is it from me, guys. I'm not going to be taking much of your time. I just thought I would emphasize to you why it's very important to understand where you buy or sell in the market. In a nutshell, learn to buy low and to sell high. So before you place a trade execution, ask yourself the very important question. Within this execution, am I actually buying low? Am I selling high? That could actually improve your trading, all right? Okay, and as usual, my mentorship is going ahead. If you would like assistance in trading, feel free to let me know. All my contact details are in the description below. I've also opened an Instagram account, fairly new, just sharing my work, sharing a lot of trade ideas and some of the executions that I make during the weeks as we go ahead, all right? So feel free to let me know, contact me, and then we can take it from there. Cheers and ciao, guys.